Story time! So a lot of you have been following the channel and most of you have probably seen our Cybertruck on the channel, but we also have two Teslas. We've got a second Tesla that's a Tesla Model X, and I've owned it for about 2 years, and I've gone through a little bit of experiment recently where we tried to sell it. And I don't want to say we've made a mistake with this Model X, but it definitely feels a lot of burn with how much we've lost owning this Tesla Model X. At the same time, it's almost laughable, and it's like, we might as well just keep it at this point. So I just want to talk through the different numbers on the Model X journey, where we're at with it, and I guess what's my plan on if I'm going to keep it or not, or if I'm going to keep it throughout the next couple of years. But before we do that, let me show you the Model X. This is it, our gray Tesla Model X. It's a 7-seater, 20-inch rims, front full PPF, ceramic coated all around, tinted on the sides, including the windshield, and it's a 7-seater as well. So pretty great car. I mean, you can't go wrong, can't complain about it. It's been a great daily driver for sure, and no issues. It's in pretty good condition all around, but of course it does have 30,000 miles on it, so it's not in perfect condition at all. We've owned this Model X. We bought it December of 2022, and it had 150 miles on it. And we actually didn't buy it brand new. We bought it from a private seller who only bought it as a second Model X to try and flip it. It had 150 miles on it, but it was titled already. So technically, we were the second owner of this 2022 Tesla Model X gray exterior with a 7-seater interior, just autopilot, no full self-driving or anything. We've had it almost 2 years now after, going on even a little bit longer, and it's getting close to 30,000 miles on it. And the funny thing is, like, I bought a 7-seater because I thought I would potentially need it. It seemed like it made more sense. The 7-seater and the 6-seaters hold more value than 5-seaters, but I've only used the 7-seater functionality, I think, once in my total, or maybe even twice, in my total ownership of the vehicle. So it was a little bit overkill. But the funny thing was, this was our biggest Tesla we've owned so far. We've owned all of them, the Model 3, the Model Y, the S, and the X, and of course now the Cybertruck. And the Cybertruck really makes a lot of sense in terms of the space of holding all the different storage and transportation. Model X though, I will still drive the Model X over the Cybertruck on a daily basis because it's a little bit more comfortable. And on top of that, it's got the HOV stickers, so I can ride in the HOV lanes during traffic. It's amazing. And because full self-driving is so much better now, and we got like 3 or 4 different 1-month trials of the full self-driving, I am now paying $100 a month for the full self-driving. But let's get into the story. So I bought this Tesla Model X for basically $102,000 in 2022 of December. And if you're new to Teslas were a lot more expensive, and because Tesla has, on the new car side, dropped the prices of all different models massively, this Model X used to be like $120,000 brand new. Now you can get one for like 80, maybe 72K after the tax credit, and of course another $2,000 discount by using a Tesla referral code down below in the description. And so now, 2 years later, this Model X, which I guess if you think about it in this way, it's not that bad, but I've been trying to sell this Model X for about $65,000 as a list price. I listed it when it had like 25,000 miles, and we're still constantly driving it, and so now it's got over 30,000 miles. But throughout the whole time, I've been getting offers anywhere from 55 to 60, and I really felt like I didn't want to lose more money because I still owe money on it because we financed it with actually Labor Credit Union. We actually financed it through Labor Credit Union at an interest rate of 3.84%, and so now it's probably worth a good 55 to 60 if I want to sell it. So which means I would have lost around $40,000 to $45,000 if I sell it. If I keep driving it and I keep holding it, maybe I can extend that loss period over a longer period of time. And so that's where I'm kind of at right now. If it can sell for like the $65,000 price threshold, then I'll probably keep it. But taking more of a loss than I don't really need to, then I think I'm just gonna keep it and drive it on a daily basis instead, because this is just a little bit more easy to drive than a Tesla Cybertruck. I've even had some ideas of, oh, maybe I'll just sell it and get like a Model 3 Performance, because that's really what we kind of want to drive and test out and also take to the track. But I think at this point, instead of taking a bigger loss, I'll just buy another Model 3 Performance and add it to the fleet on top of it. But all in all, I've really grown to appreciate this Model X of how comfortable it is with the HOV stickers, and now also the full self-driving. But it was not all rainbows and sunshine of this Model X ownership. Early on, we had tons of issues, especially with the Falcon wing doors. It just would not open at all, and it actually had to go to service like 3 or 4 times to actually get fixed, to the point where I even tried submitting it to a buyback case, but Tesla denied it and they didn't want to buy it actually back. But since then, once they actually fixed it, after like the 3rd service visit, it's been flawless ever since, and there's really been no issues at all with this Tesla Model X. So the one thing I will try and give you a caveat, if you're looking to buy a Tesla Model X, beware of the Falcon wing doors, and everything they say about the Falcon wing doors is true, and they will start to have some issues. But I think now at this point, because the HOV stickers are going on for another year or so, I'm just going to keep the Model X and use it on a daily basis until that HOV sticker program, and I'll figure out really if I need to sell this vehicle or not. But the one thing is for sure, I definitely will not own this Tesla Model X after the warranty, which is going to be 4 years and 50,000 miles. But I guess the big question is, would I do this again? Would I buy another Model X? And if I was starting from scratch, what would I do, and what advice would I have for you if you're looking to buy a Model X? And this is what it is. Would I buy a new Model X? Maybe not. And maybe I would look into leasing it because of how bad the depreciation is. If I was someone looking to buy a Model X today, I would definitely want like a big discount, like the ones we find on our channel, like $9,500 off, or consider looking into used, because 2022, 2023 Model X's have depreciated a ton. A Model X that's 1 to 2 years old has pretty much lost half of its value, so you can get some pretty good deals and a fairly new vehicle as well. And don't even get me started on some like older Model S's like 2021 and 2022 that are still refreshed. Those you can find at like the mid 40, maybe even low $40,000, which is phenomenal. So that's my advice. Thanks for watching this quick story time on our Tesla Model X. I'm probably going to keep it, and I've enjoyed this vehicle a ton. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.